What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have compiled a few of my most recent videos to create a 1-hour cleaning marathon. As always, I hope you enjoy, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am super excited that you have decided to join me on yet another cleaning motivation adventure. So in today's video, we have a lot of things going on. I'm giving you a little bit of my work from home routine and a weekend reset where we're doing some grocery shopping, some deep cleaning, and just an overall house reset. So as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified each time I upload a new video. So we're starting off this video with me getting ready for work. I do work from home, so that is one of the benefits that we do have here. On this day, I also put in a small Walmart order for some things that we needed to restock up on the house, and hubby went ahead and brought that in. And in this clip, I'm just straightening up my desk before I start working, because I don't know about you guys, but I cannot work with a messy desk. After getting myself ready for the day, I went ahead and decided to do a light tidy around the house, just because hubby would be here today and he was going to be doing a lot of the grocery pickups and everything. So I just wanted to make sure that the house was set for a nice, relaxing day. I turned on the vacuum and went ahead and straightened out the couch and opened up the curtains, because this just helps me to get into the mode of a very good, peaceful, and productive day. So after all of that was done, it was time for me to get my workday started. So I went into the office with my hot cup of coffee and lit the candle. And yeah, I started my workday. But as I was working in the office, hubby had just got home. So he decided to go ahead and straighten up the kitchen for a little bit before he made us some breakfast for the day. So this is typically what our Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday or Sunday, just depending on what day I have to work on the weekend, looks like. Typically, hubby is handling everything else while I'm working, or if he has to work, he does it a little later in the day once he get home, or I do it when I have a chance to do it. So later on that day, we had put in a grocery order just to make things easier on ourselves. So the groceries had gotten delivered, and he decided to go ahead and put everything up for me. So yeah, I'm truly grateful that we have this system in our house where, hey, if one can't do it, the other one will do it. And it just makes for a seamless transition while we're both working full time, amongst other things that we have to do as well. So once we got all of the groceries and everything put up, we were all set for the week and we were ready to move into the next day, which was the complete cleaning household reset that we were doing. The groceries were all taken care of, and as you can see, our house was a mess because we had a very busy weekend. So I needed a cup of coffee to get started, and we're going to switch up this music because it's time to get cleaning. So if you guys have been on my channel for a while, you know that any reset that I do, I always start with the kitchen. Because we don't have a dishwasher, there is always dishes in the sink. So I always start in the kitchen to kind of help kickstart that reset and just help the space start beginning to show the progress of being refreshed. So I'm just doing the dishes here and wiping down the stove. These things, the stove and the fridge didn't really need a deep clean because I had done that about a week or so prior. I had already done my fridge rotation for the week. And because we do groceries every week, that's when I do my fridge rotation. Which is pretty much just throwing out the old food, wiping out the inside, and just making sure everything is still fresh and clean and smelling like not old food from a week ago. So once I got done wiping down the fridge and I decided to let the dishes dry over on the towel, I decided to go ahead and give the microwave a quick refresh as well. And as you guys know, I have been loving this Angry Mama steamer that I got from Dollar Tree. You just put some vinegar and water in it and put your microwave on about 5 minutes, just depending on what microwave you have. And it gets all of those burnt on, stuck on pieces off. This thing is amazing. So as I was waiting for that to go on, I moved on to the living room. As you can see, I had a load of laundry to do and just a little bit of picking up and dusting. So I went ahead and decided to knock this laundry out because this was a much smaller load than what I normally do. And so I figured it wasn't going to take me that much time to just sit down, fold it, and put everything up where it needed to be. One thing I always forget is to be careful after using that cleaner because it is always so hot and I always reach my hand right in there and burn it every time. I don't know, guys, don't be like me. So once that was done, I went ahead and took a paper towel just to wipe out some of those bigger pieces of food and whatever else was in there. And then I went in with just a general cleaner to just wipe everything down. I am so excited because here, well, when this video gets posted, it'll probably be about a week or so. I am getting ready to just refresh this entire dining room and living room, and I'm super excited for you guys to see that. So after I was done with that, I went ahead and turned on my handy dandy robo vacuum, just to get some of the vacuuming done. And next I moved on to dusting the living room. It had been about 4 weeks since I had last dusted here, so it really needed to get dusted. There may be some people who are asking, why do I need to dust if I'm just going to wipe down everything? So dusting pretty much gets rid of all of that loose hair, loose allergen particles, or whatever you want to call them, before you're cleaning. It makes it much easier so that when you go in with your liquid spray or liquid cleaner, you're not just pushing the dirt around. You're actually wiping it off, dusting it off really, and it gets vacuumed up. So that's one of the things that I typically like to do. When I do my resets, I don't do it every time, but because we live in an older house, and me and my husband both suffer from crazy allergies, I don't know if anybody else has been dealing with this, but here as of lately, our allergies have been on 10. So I just decided to pick up the dusting a little bit more. And another thing you could possibly do is also check your filters as well for your house. So next, I'm just fluffing out this couch because this is our favorite place to sit and binge watch TV shows and movies, and those cushions get flat fast. So I'm just fluffing that out, and I'm going to move on to vacuuming the couch and vacuuming up all that dust that I just sent everywhere. So after all that dusting and vacuuming, I finally went in with a paper towel with some window cleaner on it, just to get the streaks and the cup stains off of the table. And then I also went in with a disinfectant wipe as well, just because I felt like I hadn't sanitized everything in a while. So as I'm wiping off our coffee table, I wanted to talk to you guys about something new that I've been trying. I don't know if I would necessarily consider this a hobby or not, but I have really been getting into decor catalogs again. I was watching someone on YouTube, I don't remember her name, but she was saying if you ever feel like you're in a space with decorating your home where you're stuck or you just can't figure out what you want to do next for the season, one tip that she had was to order magazine catalogs from some of these big name home decor spaces. So I took her advice and I ordered about 5 catalogs, even though only one came. And I have to say that I have really been enjoying just looking at these in my spare time and just sort of imagining how I want to decorate certain spaces in our home. And I really find enjoyment in it. I don't know if anybody else finds enjoyment in looking at these catalogs. I know some people would consider it sort of old school. I really don't, but let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. Do you enjoy looking at magazine catalogs from home decor spaces, or do you like physically being in the store to look at what they have to offer? I like that as well too, but this is just something that I want to do more at a slower pace, I guess. So next up, we are moving into the dining room. We just had a few things that I had to put up here because this table, even though it is small, we do like to put things there. And while I was there, I just so happened to look down and saw whatever this was on the windowsill. So I decided to go ahead and give the entire windowsill a good dusting and vacuuming there. Like I said, guys, I am super excited to show you guys the refresh that is coming to our numerous places in our home. One of them being we will be getting a new dining room set here very soon. So I am so excited to show you guys that as well. So I decided to take a quick break from all of the cleaning and throw on dinner. Today, or this day, I decided to make a whole chicken on top of a bed of onions and potatoes with a side of green beans. And a little bit later after cooking, I decided to make us some dessert as well. So as you can tell, I was definitely feeling all the energy this day. After putting dinner on, I went ahead and finished up cleaning the living room. So that was just vacuuming. I didn't need to mop this day because I tend to always try to mop on like Sunday or Monday. So this week, I think I actually ended up mopping on a Monday. So I didn't have to mop this time around. Afterwards, I moved on to the bathroom where I gave it a light dusting, and then I went ahead and wiped down all the surfaces, vacuumed the floor, and gave it a quick disinfecting or sanitizing. So after I completed the entire front of the house, everything was looking better, smelling fresher, and it was just giving me a peace of mind. I decided to go into our bedroom and just straighten up a little in there. I typically keep our bedroom pretty clear, pretty minimalistic, so there wasn't much that needed to be done other than cleaning off our dresser and hanging up my husband's work shirts for the week. I decided to check on dinner, and this is how it was looking after just about 45 minutes. So while I was still waiting on that to cook, I went ahead and made us some dessert, which was one of our favorites in our house, brownies with chocolate frosting. I know, but hey, when you have a sweet tooth, you got to do what you got to do, right? So I went ahead and made this, and everything turned out so good, you guys. So as always, I appreciate you guys for joining me on today. Thank you so much for coming over to my channel. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each time I upload a new video. I'll see you guys in the next one. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to yet another cleaning motivation video. I know it has been a while since I've posted, but there were a lot of changes going on in my life, and I just needed to take a step back and get some things in order. I took a new position at my job, helped start up a small business, and amongst other things as well. So I needed to find a routine, a more realistic schedule to where I wasn't stressed out due to all of the changes and the new beginnings. And I think I finally settled down on one. So don't worry, the videos will continue to come out every Sunday. I'm just trying to get back into the routine of recording. As always, I greatly appreciate you guys and welcome even the new subscribers. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each time I upload a new video. So I'm starting out with getting these stairs for our basement cleaned. We had a few changes happen and there was a lot of dust, a lot of spider webs, a lot of grass. So I just decided to come on down here and get these stairs cleaned out. Within the next few videos, I'll be taking you guys along with me as we completely renovate our basement. So as I was finishing up with the stairs, part one of our dining room refresh arrived. Hubby brought that in and he started to build it. And guys, when I say that this was one of the best purchases that we've gotten so far, this is a hutch that I found off of Amazon, and we'll be using it as sort of a coffee nook to house our drinks and our coffees. But when I say that this thing came with so many pieces, it took us a few hours to get this built. And while hubby was getting that built, I decided to go ahead and move these boxes and styrofoam out of the way. There are so many projects going on in this house, so y'all just keep me and my husband in your thoughts and prayers, please, because I have a vision and I want to see it come to pass. Like that chair in the background, that was actually supposed to be a refurbishing project, and I still have yet to go to the fabric store to get the upholstery. So that will probably also be in another video. I did plan on doing that before the year was out, so we'll see how it goes. Although this hutch took forever to build, I was so happy with the final result. So shout out to you, husband, because when I say he did his thing, he did his thing. Guys, this thing has opened up the space in our home so much. I am absolutely in love with every detail, from the cabinets. As you can see, I had already begun to fill them, to the drawers, and even the little cabinet underneath. You guys definitely should check this out. I believe it's called the Govee Kitchen Hutch, and I'll leave the link in the description below so you guys can check it out as well. Hubby wanted to show you guys what it looks like when we get our coffee. But after he went ahead and completed the building, I started filling the cabinets with just a few canned goods that we had overflowing. Eventually, these canned goods will be moving down to our pantry that we are beginning to build down in the basement. But for now, I just decided to put them here until the shelves for the basement arrived. Next up was clearing out all of the building, the plastic, the nails, the tools, just to give this a good pick-me-up and refresh the area. As usual, I went into my cleaning drawer and pulled out my favorite towels there, which I've been thinking about getting some new towels because these things have been through the ringer when it comes to dusting our house. After that, I went ahead and started clearing up the rest of the pieces and the nails from our coffee table. Guys, when I say this build took a while, it took a while, and our house looked like we had been building something in it. So this isn't really a thorough cleaning video. This is just something sort of getting myself back into the routine of recording. But I wanted to show you guys how everything looked and just get back into that routine. Next up, this was actually what was holding our microwave originally. So I went ahead and moved this into our office because I'll be repurposing this for just some things to hold in the office area. And then after that, I decided to move on to straightening up the living room. I know you guys probably see in the background that I have already started to decorate for Christmas, but do not worry. I will have a few more videos coming out with the decoration and where I've got them from. Majority of the decorations that you see in this video were things that we had already had, and I'd gotten it between Dollar Tree and Walmart, but I did plan on doing a few more things, getting a few more pieces from a few more stores just to complete everything. I was not going to do a super huge overhaul decor this year. We were really focusing on and are really focusing on building our pantry, getting our garden set up for spring of next year, and a few other things. So I'll be taking you guys along with me as I get a few more pieces for Christmas. And as I was stating earlier, we are building up our pantry down in the basement. So these are just a few of the items that I've gotten so far. A 4-gallon thing of oatmeal, some water, lanterns, and electrical blankets. Another thing that I was excited about was finally getting my mini stair stepper. As most of you know, I do work from home and I do need some sort of way to keep my energy going. So I found this on Amazon. It's called the Nice Day Stair Stepper, and it also comes with some of those bands. And y'all, when I say within the first 5 minutes of me doing this, my legs were on fire. So I'm definitely excited to see just how well this will work. While I was getting all of that done, hubby decided he was going to clean the kitchen. And so since he was tackling the kitchen, I just went ahead and finished up some vacuuming that needed to be done around the house. And the last thing on my list of things to do that day was to just go ahead and refresh our bathroom. So I'm just doing the basic routine cleaning, nothing too fancy. Although one fancy thing I will say that I am so happy that I have purchased is this electric scrubber for the bathroom. Y'all, this is a life changer. It has saved my back. It has saved my arms. And I am so happy that I purchased this. When I say the power on this thing is absolutely amazing, and it also comes with 5 different brush heads. I'll also leave the link for that as well in the description box. Once all of that was done, the last thing to do for this day was to just fold our load of laundry and put that up. Guys, if you have watched this video to the very end, thank you so much, and I greatly appreciate you. As always, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each time I upload a new video. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited that you have decided to join me on yet another cleaning motivation adventure. So today we're doing a little bit of Christmas decoration and straightening up the house. So as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each time I upload a new video. Let's get started. All right, you guys, so today we're gonna start off with a few things that I did get from Dollar Tree. Featuring hubby, who's in the background. So we're gonna start off with this dish soap dispenser, like hand soap dispenser thing. It's actually pretty sturdy. Seems like it is ceramic, and I think at the time this was $1.25. So I actually got this before they went up on their prices, but this is what it looks like. Next up are these trees. Now these actually, they did go up on the prices. I don't know what they are now, but when I got them, they were about $3 each. So I think I'm gonna put these on our little, whatever you wanna call that, back there. I don't know what that is, but that's where I'm gonna put that at. So then, of course, Dollar Tree, they always have these cute little wreaths. So I grabbed actually 2 of them. This one is probably going to go into the kitchen. And then I have one actually on our coffee table, and I'll show you guys that as well. Then next up, I thought this was super cute. This is actually something new that I saw this year. They didn't have these last year, or maybe I just didn't see them. But these are the candles. And this is it doesn't say the scent, but to me this smells like cinnamon, and you get a pretty good amount in there. So, and I thought it went really well with the sparkly red that we're trying to go for this year. So we got that. And then I know this isn't Dollar Tree, but from Amazon I got these stems for, I think it was like $15. I'll leave the link below, but I got these stems for the vases around the house. More specifically the one in the kitchen. They look pretty real for the most part. I mean, I had to fluff them out a little bit, but over time they did go pretty well. They did do pretty well. And I just stuck them in this vase for the living room. And I was thinking of getting a ribbon and tying it around there. So I do have multiple other trips that I need to do. And then for the kitchen vase, I already put it together. This is how I set this up. I just also grabbed a few cherry picks and put them in there as well. I think I may also want to put one right here in the center, but this is how this one is looking. So that is all that I got from Dollar Tree so far. Everything else we pretty much had on hand. So I'm gonna put these out, and then we're gonna clean up in here. All right, you guys, so we're starting off with decorating the coffee table. Everything that I put on this coffee table were things that I had already had other than the wreath. And this all came from Dollar Tree, and it was between $1 and their $5 section. I decided to go ahead and put the trees up here, but I also was thinking of maybe getting a more thicker garland of some sort to put here as well, along with some other decorations. Next up, I'm moving on over to the living room to straighten up the couch per usual. With this couch being fairly new, I haven't taken off the couch cushions yet to wash them, but I will be doing so here within the next few weeks or maybe even next month. Usually I try to keep a schedule with our old couch. I used to try to wash the covers of the couch maybe about every 3 months or so. But for the most part, this couch stays pretty clean. It's just me and my husband here for now. So this is typically what I do to just re-straighten up the couch. Just give it a light vacuuming. If there are any stains, I steam it with our steamer and just try to make sure that we don't have any major spills on here. For the decorations for this couch, I'm keeping it pretty simple. I'm just using the pillows that we typically put here, but I'm switching out the throw cover to a red one. I was thinking about getting some other more Christmas specific throw pillows. So I've been browsing on Amazon and a few other stores to just see how I want to go about it. I may even put red throw pillow covers on these pillows to kind of give it a more seamless look. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section below. To add just a little more character to the living room, I went ahead and placed these bows on the lamps, which I thought this was so cute. I got this idea off of Instagram and I am in love. I will definitely be doing this almost every year from now. So I'm going ahead and giving the table a good wipe down here. And next up, I will be doing the same to the other table. These tables were a find from Goodwill and I absolutely love them. They definitely need a good sanding and a repaint job, so I plan to do that sometime next year as well. But these things are sturdy and they are beautiful, so I went ahead and decided to keep them as is for now. Moving on to the dining room here, it's time to give this just a little light refresh. So I just wiped down everything for the most part. I am still so in love with this hutch and I'm super excited because our dining room table will be arriving soon. So I can't wait to show you guys that as well. But for now, this hutch has just been so lovely to have and I can't say enough good things about it. So I'm just placing a few picks here in these wall scones. I'm keeping this pretty light because here within the next few weeks, hubby will be getting a wall mount situation going on. So the TV will be going up on the wall. So I just wanted to keep it light so that way I didn't have to remove too much once that time came. And as I was decorating, hubby was doing the kitchen, which as always, I'm super grateful whenever he jumps in because that's one less thing that I have to do. But one thing that I did have to do was laundry. So I gathered everything that we needed and headed on downstairs to put in a load for the day. After I put in one of our mini loads, I went ahead and finished up the decorating for today with the kitchen. So I hung up that wreath that I got from Dollar Tree as well as this sign and the pick arrangement that I had made, which made everything just feel so festive, and I cannot wait to continue to decorate our home and just see how well everything is going to go. I also added some towels here, and at this point we were getting ready to leave the house. So all of the cleaning and the decorating had to be paused for a little bit because it was time for us to go grab groceries. So this was hubby's Sunday to cook. Typically we alternate Sundays. So he decided that we should do a whole chicken for dinner, which was absolutely delicious, by the way. And I decided to go ahead and just put up a few more things that we had grabbed from the store, like this wreath and a few more ornaments for our Christmas tree, which I will be showing you guys in another video. But I just thought these were so cute and they were absolutely huge. This is what dinner was looking like, and hubby also decided to boat cook as well for the week, which was always absolutely wonderful for me, because that means we don't have to cook. And I went ahead and switched out the load. This was one of maybe about 3 loads for this day. So yeah, you know, there was a lot of laundry going on here, and yeah, I just don't like laundry. So the last thing on the list to do for this Sunday reset was just refreshing the bathroom. I had already throughout the week did our bedroom and the office area. So I just needed to give this a good wipe down. I had also deep cleaned this the week prior, so it just needed a quick pick me up. But while I was getting this done, hubby volunteered to go ahead and switch out the plastic shower liner. So while he went ahead and did that, I just finished up in the bathroom. So that was all for the Sunday reset, and days later was Thanksgiving. So I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of what our day looked like. So we went over to my parents' house and there was a spread. We had all pitched in, cooked a few things, and everything was absolutely delicious. I absolutely love my family. And yeah, guys, so thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.